dead don't always stay quiet, and neither do the living. Tonight, we're stepping into the misty town of Blithe Hollow, a place haunted not by ghosts, but by fear itself. This is ParaNorman, a film that dared to take children's horror into territory most adults still avoid: guilt, fear, and the way we punish those who are different. At first glance, ParaNorman looks like your typical spooky stop-motion film. Zombies, witches, ghosts, a misunderstood kid. But under the stop-motion magic and neon lighting is a story that unearths something deeper, the cycle of fear that binds both the living and the dead. Norman Babcock, our ghost-talking hero, lives in a town obsessed with its haunted past. Every street sign, every local legend points back to a witch's curse. But the irony, the real curse isn't the witch, it's the fear the townspeople carry like an inheritance. Norman isn't just haunted by ghosts, he's haunted by perception. He sees what others refuse to see. The ghosts in ParaNorman aren't terrifying, they're tragic, forgotten, and often more human than the living. Even his family calls him weird. The film brilliantly mirrors how society treats anyone who experiences life differently, whether it's sensitivity, empathy, or a sixth sense for pain. This is where ParaNorman shines. It tells kids, yes, the world will call you strange for caring too much, but that's your power. The town's curse began with a lie. The witch they feared was just a child like Norman, condemned for her gift. ParaNorman takes the witch trial myth and twists it into something painfully modern, the way communities devour their own out of fear. The curse is just the echo of injustice, passed down through generations. Every ghost Norman meets carries the weight of guilt, a haunting reminder that fear breeds cruelty, and cruelty breeds ghosts. Visually, ParaNorman is breathtaking. Every shadow in Blithe Hollow feels hand-stitched with dread. Laika Studios layered stop-motion with digital techniques. Every flicker of candlelight and breath of fog was built by hand, giving the film a tangible unease that CGI could never replicate. Even colour tells a story. Norman's world glows in sickly greens and faded blues, while moments of truth, moments of acceptance, burst in warm amber and gold. It's not just horror, it's healing through horror. The climax of ParaNorman doesn't end in destruction, it ends in empathy. Norman reaches out to Aggie, the so-called witch, and tells her, "You're not alone." That line is the beating heart of the film. It's not the living that save the dead. It's understanding that saves them both. Norman faces her with compassion, breaking centuries of vengeance with one simple truth: that kindness is the only power that outlasts fear. The ghosts fade, not because they're defeated, but because they're finally heard. ParaNorman dared to be different in 2012, a kids' film that talked openly about death, bullying, and identity. It was brave enough to say, monsters aren't under the bed, they're in how we treat each other. The film stands beside Coraline and The Nightmare Before Christmas, not just as spooky entertainment, but as art with heart. In a world that still fears the misunderstood, ParaNorman whispers a timeless reminder: the ones we call strange are often the ones who can see what's truly broken. In the end, ParaNorman isn't just about ghosts. It's about forgiveness, for the dead, and for ourselves. If you enjoyed exploring this one with me tonight, don't forget to step deeper into the shadows next week, where the stories get darker, but the understanding grows brighter. Until next time, I'm Constance, and this has been Realm of Shadows.